Hi everyone! By now you probably know that my favorite thing to do is going on holiday in my caravan. However, it's time that I have to admit something to you all. I am a fair weather person, so I don't particularly enjoy going caravanning in winter. Having said that, I have tried it and never say never until you try. So this year, instead of caravanning, what I've decided to do is build some Christmas sleighs. The Christmas sleighs I have in mind are filled with chocolates and sweets, and they make the perfect gifts for families and friends. So I hope you enjoy the video. They're really easy to make, and I hope I can inspire you to give it a try. Over the years, I've done some different variations, so I just wanted to show you a couple of pictures of what I've done in the past. Now we're going to try and make a couple of sleighs together at the same time. Let's start with the base. The base is a flat piece of chocolate, there it is, and we're going to use 2 candy canes and we're going to glue them underneath, just like this. Be generous with your tape, because the last thing you want is for things to fall apart. So keep the candy canes equally spaced. And here you have your base. Now I'm going to switch tape because I can see that this is going to leave some markings. So I'm going to go for a different type of tape that is more see-through. So here is my replacement tape. Now the next thing we want to use is really a box, so it's totally up to you. How do you want to do it? I mean, play around with the shapes, and this is why I said earlier on the shapes are quite important. So try and use a big shape next, perhaps such as this box, and if you put it this way, then you have more space to then accommodate your Santa at the front and then various other bits and pieces. So let's tape this down. I am not using double-sided tape, but if you have some, it's probably better. The next thing I'm going to do is probably add tubes. So we have 2 tubes here. We could add them like this, perhaps. And then my idea is that we could add a coin there, perhaps. Now let's not forget the Santa goes at the front. What else can we add? Now we have some loose sweets here that we can add. Or I can show you now what I meant with the bag. So now you have your sleigh. If you do variations of this, you could actually use little bags to put a couple of sweets in. 2 or 3. Let's see how we go with 3. Close it up, and then it becomes basically a gift bag. It's basically where Santa brings his presents. So without really going too much excess, I think this one is pretty much finished. Now the bag, I won't really fix it down, because once you cover it with the clear wrapping film, then it will kind of contain it in itself. But don't forget, you need to leave space for Santa. So don't wrap it too tightly, just leave some space around. As you might have noticed, I've left out a couple of chocolates and sweets that I have here. So now we can do a different variation of Santa sleigh. We'll put this aside and then we will wrap them all together later on. Let's go back to our base. Again, you can be as creative as you wish with this. You can choose obviously different type of chocolate, different type of sweets. Here they are, our 2 Santa sleighs. All that's left to do now is wrap them up. By no means these are perfect, but I'm sure your friends and families will appreciate the gesture. It goes without saying that practice makes perfect, so try and be creative. I hope you enjoyed this video. I wish you a happy festive season.